What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am coming to you all today with something a little bit different than what I usually do. I am actually going to try and plan for our meals for the entire month. I don't know how this is going to work, but I did finally figure out a really cool idea to use my EC monthly. I didn't have any takers on someone to buy it, so I wanted to at least use it since I'm not going to move forward with using it for my social media planner. And I thought meal planning for the month was the best idea that I found out there. Now, before we jump into this, if you are new to my channel, please take a moment to subscribe. I do all things planner, craft, and vlog related here. So if you are into that kind of thing, you will definitely enjoy this channel. Now, let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay guys, so I have a bit of a new setup here, and it has really been a struggle trying to get this new ring light. My husband actually gave me a ring light. If you guys saw our quote-unquote Christmas special, I'll leave it up here just in case you haven't. It shows what our son got, what we got each other, and I was blessed enough to get a ring light, and I really love it. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to put here. I think as the month goes on, I'm really going to be putting in like new recipes that I find or things that I want to at least try in these areas. But I'm going to be using the full monthly to go ahead and plan out the meals. Now I might combine this to be kind of like a whole family planner, so maybe even putting in some few things that's coming up in the month that we have to do, like Ashton's doctor's appointments, things of that nature. So maybe that's what I'll put in there. But for right now, what I just want to do is get the meals in here. Okay. So what I am going to do here is just jot down my meals on sticky notes. I seen that on Instagram, well not Instagram, YouTube here, and I think that's going to be the best way for me because life is life and not every week is going to be exactly how we planned it. So I think sticky notes, and if we have to move it around, move a meal around a week, will be the best way for us to do it. So we're going to start here. And this is going to be on a Wednesday. So honestly, I'm going to keep it simple because this is actually the week since we go grocery shopping here on December 29th. So I'm going to have to start planning for this week. I am just going to keep it simple. We're going to do just burgers and fries. If I can get this pen right. And what I do know that helps us out a lot, Fridays we usually do like a takeout day, and Tuesdays we do a Taco Tuesday. So that kind of limits the overall planning out of it. So really, like, I already have 2 out of the 7 meals for that week planned. So this will just do takeout. And honestly, instead of writing takeout multiple times, I'll just use the sticky note and move it down to that certain week. Here for Thursday, I see this freezer meal here, and a lot of my recipes I do get off of Pinterest. So if you have any recommendations and you've seen them on Pinterest, my Pinterest handle is Myra Plans It as well. So if you want to send me anything, you can leave it down in comments or send me it there on Pinterest. I'm really active as far as pinning things on Pinterest, so if you want to send me any recommendations, you can do it there. But this crispy cheddar chicken looks like it'll be super easy to do, so I'm going to do that for Thursday. And as of right now, we don't have any like quote-unquote plans to go out, like any like friends or outings or anything, but I am going to go ahead and put down a date night, which I think we're going to do, we'll do it on the 11th. So that way I know that I necessarily won't have to do anything that night. Now, as far as what we're going to do or how we're going to do it, I don't know. So we're going to just leave that open. We may even have an in-home date night, just have it to where maybe my son is at one of his grandparents' house for the night, and we'll arrange that accordingly. So that's the only thing that so far that we have that will have us out of the house. This month I am trying to do a no spend. Of course we have to spend on food, so we'll be spending on just necessities only. So I am still going to allow ourselves to have the takeout just for the variety, and takeout meals are actually budgeted into our weekly grocery shopping, so it's not as if we're spending outside of our means for that. The only thing is just to kind of keep it just to one night, because sometimes we do takeout maybe twice a week. This past week, since it was the holiday week, we did it really constantly, like multiple meals were takeout for the day. So we really have to take the month of December to recover. All right, so we have the first week done. Next up, like I said, you guys, we do Taco Tuesday. And typically what I do, so it doesn't just get super repetitive and boring, I try to do like a chicken taco one week, beef taco the next, like a chicken salad, or a variation of a Mexican food. So like one time we did quesadillas, we did like white chicken enchiladas. So basically more so than just tacos, just to kind of switch it up. So as we're doing with the takeout, I'm just going to do one sticky note for Taco Tuesday and just move that throughout the week. Another one of our faves is chicken Alfredo. However, I am trying to transition into a low carb, so I am going to actually use the zoodles, which I do love. However, my son and my husband is not for that. So it's going to say chicken Alfredo, but I definitely will be doing zoodles for this. The only thing about kind of being on a health journey when everyone else in your household isn't necessarily not on that same journey is that you have to do like 2 different meals. And I am the one in this household who cooks the meals, so it is a little bit hectic. Now, what I usually like to do for like Mondays is something really quick or something that I can pre-cook. Reason being is that I do have workout classes right after work. So let's try and look up a really cool recipe that we can do fairly quickly or have done already. All right, so here is something that I can do. I think the last time I did this, it was really cheesy. Unfortunately, my husband is lactose intolerant, so we're going to have to tweak this. But the awesome thing about this meal is that I can have everything already prepped and ready to go and just have to put it on the oven. So I can go ahead and like ground the beef the night before, have all of my ingredients ready to go. So once I come home Monday night, I usually get home around 5. All I have to do is dump it into the pot, get it heated up, tell my husband or set our Google for the alarm to go off, and once it's ready, he'll be able to get it for my son and himself. So that is a really quick and easy meal. We got Taco Tuesday. So next up is a Wednesday. Wednesdays I work from home. My work from home days have been completely out of whack due to the holidays being on Wednesday. So Thursday is the day I'll be working from home. But typically, since I am working from home, I could do a more intensive meal or something in the crock pot. I think I want to do maybe a crock pot meal for Wednesdays just to kind of keep it simple, you know? So that's what I'll do. And as you all know, the spiral is really going to drive me crazy. Things can change, so if it's a day where I have to switch my work from home day, I can just move it. You guys, I don't know why this is just so nerve-wracking for me to try to plan this out for the whole month. I think the most I've ever done is really a week, so this is really like racking my brain right now. So next up, I think for Thursday, actually I don't need it for that day. Let's put that down here. For Thursday, I want to do something a little bit more healthier. And the trick with that is that I want to still make it interesting, I guess, for my 1-year-old who is a very picky eater and my 30-something-year-old husband who is also a very picky eater. So this isn't probably the healthiest, but something that just came across my mind was the Philly steak sloppy joes. Those are a real big hit in the house. The only thing with me, I probably just wouldn't be able to use the bun. I can just put like the Philly steak filling maybe on top of a bed of lettuce. All right, so moving on to the next week here. Again, this is actually my mom's birthday, so I'm going to reserve this for a birthday dinner. if we find out that we're not doing something, I'll probably just move around another meal. All right, so we're back to a Monday, and Monday, I guess it has to be like a simplicity Monday, since that is a day during the work week where I have a fitness class. Oh, here's one we haven't done in a while, is the sausage and cabbage, which is so easy to make and super good. So as long as I have the head of cabbage already cut up and ready to go, at night, once I'm ready to cook for that Monday night, we'll be good to go. So Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm actually thinking we're going to do these pepper jack stuffed burgers, which I will have to do without the bun. But these are so good. I found this recipe, well, I actually heard about the recipe from At Home with Quita. She actually did a whole video on it. If I can find it, I'll try to link it up above. But yeah, I was seeing that video and was like, oh my god, I have to try it. She found it off of Pinterest, so I still have the recipe on my Pinterest, but it is the bomb. Okay, as for this Thursday, I think I am going to do one of my husband's favorite, and is just chicken fried rice. Honestly, you guys, fried rice made at home tastes so much better than takeout, and it is cheaper. Friday, we'll do a takeout day, and for the 18th, I don't think we have anything going on that day. So, it might be a day where I'll be a little bit adventurous with the menu. We haven't done this in a while, but we do the pork chops and creamy, oh my god, you guys, it is so good. Creamy garlic and spinach sauce. And like I said, majority of these meals are saved onto my Pinterest. So if you want to follow me there and check out my boards, it'll be under the What's for Dinner board, and you can get those meals. I think for this Sunday, I'm going to do a wings and veggies, just to keep it fairly simple. And I like to do at least a day or two a month that is leftovers. So what I typically will do is just plan to make a little bit extra that will last us for the next day. I think we're going to do the parm steak. I may have to do something a little bit different for Ashton because he is not a steak fan at all. I think he may like it's just a little bit too hard for him to actually chew on. Okay, so for the 23rd, we're going to do something a little bit out of the box. Not really, because we do this all the time, but it's going to be breakfast for dinner. And of course, I always have to do a homemade pizza. Pizza is my all-time favorite food, but I can't eat it that often because it is a ton of carbs. So we're gonna just do homemade. And we are down to the last week. Wow, you guys, I am like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I wonder how this is gonna turn out, to be honest. So let's see, what are we gonna do for that Sunday? And I know maybe if you guys are wondering, we don't do too many fish options because one, my husband is severely allergic, and then two, I'm not 100% sure yet if Ashton is allergic, so I haven't really had fish, although it is like one of my all-time favorite proteins to eat, but I typically don't eat it too often because of those allergies, and I am petrified to see if to find out the hard way if Ashton is allergic to it too. This Monday here, we can do what we call hobo burgers. Now, if you're familiar with them, you can look them up on Pinterest, but they are the all-time easiest things to make. I usually add like a bunch of asparagus and cut up some potatoes for them. But for me, I'll probably just do all asparagus and let the guys have the potatoes. We do a lot of burgers, apparently, in my house. For this Wednesday, I am just going to do pulled barbecue chicken. For this Thursday, I'm going to try to see if Chuck will do it, but I used to love making stuffed peppers. We'll see if Chuck actually eats them. And for the last day of the month, I think I want to do We'll do chili on this day. Alright guys, so here's what I conquered for the month of January. I officially have planned out meals for a whole month. Now, I'll definitely come back. I think what I'm going to do is try to stick with this for this year, see how it works for me. And my plan coming into February is to kind of take a look at how it actually worked out, how it panned out. I'll try to actually write in what we did, or at least move them around to the exact days that we did, because I know for certain that this is not going to get this is not going to stay like this. It's just impossible. So I will check in with you all with our meals before we get into the planning of the meals in February, just to see how things go. And you guys, I'm so nervous, but I think this is really going to help keep us on track with not only having that awkward, oh my God, what we're going to eat every week, what we're going to get at the grocery store every week, but it's also going to keep our finances in order, because if we stick to this list, or at least try to have this be our blueprint of what we want to do, it's so much easier to already have a plan, knowing what's going to go ahead, than not have anything down and end up resorting to takeout. So that's going to be it for this video, you guys. Let me know, do you guys meal plan, like bulk meal plan at all? And if so, how did you continue on it? Because this is something that I really want to do, because honestly, where most of our money go, and as most people in America, most of the money goes towards food. So we are losing out on a ton of money and honestly have nothing to show for it. So let me know your suggestions down below. If you have any recipes or any tips or anything for me, leave that as well. And as always, if you want it, plan it and do it. Bye guys.